Well, Sony is at it again, and this time they are censoring another anime game. Aokana 4 Rhythms Across the Blue is going to be censored on the PS4. Oh, Sony, you keep pushing into those Puritan values, huh? Not only that, but it seems that Sony's also been exposed as to why they are against anime games. Now isn't that interesting? Hey, what is going on, everybody? How are you all doing today? I hope you all are having a wonderful and fantastic day today, and if not, hopefully you all will have it better tomorrow. So Sony continues to disappoint customers, as always, by going after another anime game and censoring it. And yet Sony still has that spicy scene with Abby in The Last of Us Part 2. Yeah, no hypocrisy here, huh, Sony? Aokana 4 Rhythms Across the Blue to be censored on PlayStation 4 due to Sony policies. Physical PS4 release potentially canceled. Well, you know what that means. Time to lay the smackdown on Sony. So this article is by Bounding Into Comics. PQube Games has announced that the upcoming Western release of the Aokana 4 Rhythms Across the Blue visual novel will be censored on the PlayStation 4 at the request of Sony. Oh, I bet. Keeping in line with the company's questionable content policies. Oh, they're definitely questionable. I mean, you look at Sony. Sony's over here like, oh no, 2D anime girl banned. But then they look at pro golfer Abby and that spicy scene, and they're like, yeah, we approve this message. Yeah, no hypocrisy here, huh, Sony? None at all. Nah. I mean, seriously, Sony, the hypocrisy is strong with you. Very strong. I mean, how much more hypocritical could you become, Sony? On June 18th, PQube Games issued a statement via their official Twitter account announcing that the PlayStation 4 release of the visual novel will contain amendments to a selection of images and text found in the game, including 4 scenes which have been modified and 3 scenes which have been removed completely. Really? So you're going so far because, you can't stand fan service, Sony, that you have to have them remove scenes even. Not just censor, but also remove. This is absolutely ridiculous, but it also goes to show that Sony lives for that double standard. Their full statement reads, we have recently received many requests for clarification around the potential of scene modification on our upcoming visual novel release, Aokana 4 Rhythm Across the Blue. These changes apply to the PlayStation 4 version only and contain amendments to a selection of images and text found in the game. So, this censorship is exclusive to PlayStation 4. So on PC and Switch, it's not going to be censored, but PlayStation 4, it's going to be censored. So, goes to show you that Nintendo, even though they have been known for their censorship in the past, they're not even censoring this game, which is absolutely hilarious because it used to be in reverse. Because Nintendo used to censor games, and then Sony, they didn't. They used to not censor games, but now it's a complete 180. They add, this includes 4 scenes which have been modified and 3 scenes which have been removed completely. Many thanks to our fans and community for their continued support of our releases. Then, of course, as you can see by PQube Games, they tweeted out stating, please see below our statement on Aokana. We will not comment on the matter further. So then, of course, this goes on. When asked if they could reveal the specific scenes, PQube Games explained they could not disclose the exact scenes, noting that the company was not at liberty to directly show the difference ourselves, leaving fans to only speculate as to which scenes were altered. So, of course, you have here people are asking, and you can see PQube Games stating, we are not able to disclose the exact scenes. So, unfortunately, while fans may have been asking, they're not even able to talk about this. But, seeing that there's going to be exclusive censorship to the PS4, I could see more people going to PC and to Switch to get this game as opposed to getting this on the PlayStation 4, because who's going to want a game butchered? You know what I mean? I'm totally against censorship, and, I don't think there's any reason for this to be censored, but that's just me. And then, of course, yet again, another person had brought up this whole thing, and they said, we are not at liberty to comment on this any further. However, despite the game's censorship on the PlayStation 4, PQube Games has confirmed the Nintendo Switch release of Aokana will be completely unaltered. So, on the Switch, completely unaltered as I stated, which is a good sign. At least it's fine. And this is what they stated. The Switch version is coming out physically and digitally with no changes. That's a good thing. Good job, Nintendo. I'll at least give you that one. At least you're not censoring it. Good job. PQube Games then went on to tweet and state, please share this so we get the best answer possible. If you knew a game had altered content on one platform, what would you do? And if you look at the percentages here, there's a big percentage on one specific thing here. So people voted, and this is what they said. 11.7% was buy physically anyways. 4.4% buy it digitally. 21.3% not buy it at all. And then the biggest percentage, 62.5% at buy from other platform. Goes to show you that if there's another platform and it's not altered there, they're going to buy it on the other platform. This goes to show you, Sony, that because of what they are doing, Sony's going to lose customers because of this, which is understandably so, because who would want to support an altered version when there is a completely uncensored version on other platforms? You see what I'm saying? That's why I'm never going to support Sony again. But funny thing is that there's also this as well, where on the Geek Getaway, it seems that supposedly there was an inside source who revealed Sony's censorship policy against anime. Now, this is very interesting. Now, this is what the article stated. Despite circumstantial evidence pitting up almost weekly, no one has been able to confirm that Sony has a policy aimed to censor games with an anime style to them. This has led many, including this site, to take a wait-and-see approach to new anime-style game release to see whether or not Sony would mess with it in some way. And which, if you think about it, we've seen them mess with things before. I mean, Senran Kagura, for example, once they had that policy come out a few years back in 2018. So we've seen it already happen. The latest game to come down the pipeline is Aokana, and publisher PQ wasted no time in letting potential customers know that it would indeed be censored on the PS4, another one for the growing pile of circumstantial evidence. On a whim, I reached out to PQ to see if I could get a comment from them in regards to this matter. All I received from them was a reply that they would not be talking about it any further, and to see the tweet, which I linked above, they made about the issue. That seemed like where the story was going to end. Aokana was being censored on the PS4, PQ and Sony would not go into details. PS4 owners would be forced to play a censored product if they bought Aokana. Yeah, see, that's why I'm saying right now, don't support Sony then. If they're going to censor a game, I wouldn't support it. I don't support Sony anymore anyways, but I'm just saying, I wouldn't support it personally. That's just me. Buying it on PC or Switch, that's just me. That was the end of it until I received a DM on Discord from someone who has experienced dealing with Sony's censorship policies. This person who wished to remain anonymous let me in on some things we have long suspected. First and foremost, Sony does in fact issue an ultimatum on publishers. Either amend your game or it will never be released on PS4. Well, then don't release it on PS4. Just saying. I know this seems fairly obvious, but as I said, we never had anyone come out and confirm this was the case. I was then told that Sony often instructs publishers to not reveal what was altered or removed, which we saw PQube state that in the tweet earlier. Kind of funny, isn't it? This is a blatant attempt by Sony to obfuscate what is going on and to trick people into purchasing a censored product. By the time customers know they have a censored product, it would be either too late to return it or they have invested too much time into it to want to return it. Sony gets paid and customers get screwed. Here's the big thing. This all lines up with PQube's tweet whenever they were talking about how they can't disclose what scenes have been cut or censored. That's very interesting when you think about it. To top that off, Sony over here trying to weasel their fans into thinking, oh, you're getting the full game you're looking for, and then they censor it. That's terrible. You don't do that to your customers. You betray trust of your customers when you do that. You never trick your customers, ever, under any circumstance. And that's what Sony's doing here, and that's disgusting. You don't do that. But the hypocrisy is also the fact that you can't have 2D female anime characters have fan service. But, you have the scene with Abby in The Last of Us Part 2. There is huge hypocrisy there. I mean, you have an uncensored, spicy scene with that. Complete hypocrisy on Sony's part. And then look at Raging Golden Eagle, what he had to say. Shout out to him. He stated, to The Last of Us fans, If you didn't care when Sony was censoring anime games because it didn't affect you, if you supported this censorship, if you laughed at us, if you called us conspiracy theorists for fighting against SJW censors, enjoy The Last of Us 2. It's the game you deserve. Oh, youch. Oh, and more people came in talking about this. Sony censors anime games just for teasing, but Last of Us 2 gets full on spicy scenes, and they're okay with it, but no bias. Interesting, there is really no way to confirm if this inside source is real, but the double standards make it seem real. The Sony censorship policy against anime games was started by Sony's American branch, and they have no intention to change it. And that's the thing. You know, with what has been stated here and how some things line up with what PQ was even saying, you know, with the tweet, for example, how they could not disclose anything. And then with that insider statement, you know, it seems like there's some merit to what that possible insider could be saying. So if that is an insider, it does seem like there's some merit there because it does seem like a connection to what PQ was also stating. So this could be true. And this is what another person said. And that's not even the worst case of censorship they ever did. Like, seriously. And then if you look very closely, you can see the box right here to this game, which has this character. She's showing too much leg. PlayStation had to completely censor that. Sony can't have too much leg. Too much thigh. As you can clearly tell, Sony wants to avert the male gaze. You know, that's what they want to do. You know. And here's the thing. When it comes down to it, if I want to buy a game, and I know for a fact that it's uncensored somewhere else on another platform, you better believe I'll go buy it there. Because I'm not going to support what Sony's trying to do here. You know, you can forget it, Sony. I'm not coming here for an edited game, you know, whenever I can get the full version somewhere else. You know, you can forget that. But, you know, that's the thing. You know, Sony living for that double standard, you know, with the Abby scene perfectly fine. Apparently, though, female anime characters, oh no, they can't stand that fan service. Well, good luck with your hypocrisy, Sony. We'll see how that all turns out for you in the end. But anyways, let me know what you think about this entire situation down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here, and make sure you are still subscribed because YouTube is unsubscribing people from all of their favorite channels. So make sure you are still subscribed to all your favorite channels. Hit the video with a like, and also be sure to share the video on social media, spread the word, and get it out there. It's greatly appreciated, and it really helps out the channel a lot. Also, be sure to follow me on Discord. We have a wonderful community there. Not only that, but it will keep you up to date on when the newest videos will be released, as well as any other upcoming events in the near future. So be sure to follow me on Discord. The link is in the description down below. But anyways, I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful and fantastic day today. And remember, if today was not a good day, tomorrow could always be better. Take care of yourselves and everyone around you. And have yourselves a good one out there, everybody.